Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about, okay, I said spark. We're talking sparks. So we have a couple letters. We are talking about the acronym SPARK. We started with S for sharing, P for pranks and surprises, A for attitude of gratitude, and now we're on to R. What does R stand for?
R is renewal. So R is really taking that opportunity to invest back into your relationship. So we talked about sharing and sharing time. How do we invest and renew our relationship? Because sometimes if we don't invest in it, if we don't work at it, it can erode or it can wither away. So just like if I don't go to the gym for many weeks in a row, I won't be as strong as when I come back as when I had previously left. So our marriage and our relationships are the same way. You think about going to high school class reunions and those types of things where you renew that relationship. How do we renew the relationship that we have as a couple, given all the things that are going around us? So again, sharing your time and then making a conscious effort to really improve it and work on it, and maybe not just be like, okay, well, we're standing there watching TV with each other, right? So yes, we're sharing time, but are we really working on improving our relationship?
Okay, maybe when you're sitting on the couch, you will come to K, because you do have to have this in your sparks. What does K stand for?
K is kissing and romance. So yes, there is absolutely that physical component that you have within your relationship. And I think what was so wonderful about it is, we've talked, love languages, and so there's a lot of times people love words of affirmation, people love gifts as being recognized, and there is that physical aspect of, that physical touch, that hug, rubbing the shoulders, massage, what are those types of physical components that you bring to your relationship? And it is a key ingredient. It is super important to have that appropriately in your relationship. Now, one of the things that I love as part of like combining pranks and the romance is that public display of affection. How do you have that appropriate public display of affection, knowing that, like, this is my wife and I love her very much and I want everyone to know that. And so being able to do that appropriately in such a way that she isn't uncomfortable, but it adds that spark, that excitement to our relationship.
And a marriage encounter, we have what's called a 10-second kiss. So for us older married couples that, maybe when you come home and you just greet each other with a quick
little peck.
Yeah. Try doing it for 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a challenge.
It is kind of a challenge. Unfortunately, it can be a challenge.
I know. I shouldn't say that, but it's like 10 seconds. When was the last time I kissed my husband?
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
It is a long time, but it brings you together. It makes you stay close. And it's like, okay, we're here and we're together now. So
I like that.
Give it a try.
Okay, and S in sparks, sacrament.
Is sacrament, yes. The Lord is a big part of our marriages, right? It's part of the sacrament. It's an outward sign of God's grace, and God's grace should definitely be alive and healthy within your marriages.
We'd also talked about S being, as addition to our sacrament, sacrifice a little bit too, of bringing that spark and that joy does require a little bit of give and take within our marriage. So how do you sacrifice some of your time in order to share it with your spouse? So there's that sacrifice aspect along with the sacrament of being able to really make sure that how do you bring not only the Lord and Jesus into your marriage and into your relationship, but then how do you look at each other and sacrifice a part of you for that relationship, whether it is my time to share it, or whether I'm for the renewal. Okay, I need to give some of that too.
Okay, and before you guys go, I love this. This is all coming from Worldwide Marriage Encounter. Do you have an event coming up where people can?
Yeah.
We do, right here in Fargo even. So any married couple, man and woman, can come and join us at the Ramada Inn here in Fargo, March 6th through 8th.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. I feel like we just got like a little taste of what you could get if you go to the
Absolutely. It's a wonderful weekend.
Okay. Thank you so much. A perfect discussion on this Valentine's Day. Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, we're going to be talking with Fargo Police for our weekly update.